Well, if it feels like everyone you know is getting sick, it's not your imagination. Cases of the COVID, the flu, the common cold, they actually have been spreading.
Yeah, but besides wearing a mask and being diligent about washing your hands, what else can you do to stay healthy? Collier is a registered dietitian, a nutritionist, and the co-founder of Nutrisense. She joins us now with tips to fight illness with food. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
All right, so let's talk about the winter or the colder months. What is it about the cold that makes illnesses spread so much more than in the summer months?
Yeah, there are a few things. The biggest being that we're spending more times indoors when it's cold. We're not going outside as much, which means there's less smaller spaces, which spreads viruses more quickly. We're also not getting exposed to sunlight or vitamin D, which can lower our immune system. So really being mindful of how much space you have between people and then taking a vitamin D supplement if you're not outside as much in those winter weathers.
Okay, so you actually have some tips to boost our immunity, and it's all about what we eat. Tell us why protein is important.
Yeah, protein is one of the most important things you can be doing to boost your immune system. Majority of the clients I work with are not eating enough protein. So protein creates those building blocks to build our immune proteins like antibodies. So we need antibodies to fight off different cold and flu and germs and bacteria that we may be coming into contact with. So by making sure you're getting enough protein in the day, you're supplying those building blocks we need to help fight off some of these bacteria.
All right, let's talk about sugary foods. What about the sugar?
Yeah, we know that whether or not you have diabetes, that when we consume sugary foods, it puts our glucose levels at higher values and kind of puts our glucose in a roller coaster throughout the day. And what we know is that when we have these high glucose values, it actually dampens our body's innate immune system. So essentially, our immune responses don't work as well when we have these high glucose levels. So we really want to monitor how many sugary foods we're eating so that we can have even glucose values throughout the day.
All right, well, we also hear how important it is to stay hydrated. Does it have to always be water? Is there a way to kind of kick things up with some flavor?
It doesn't just have to be water. So any type of liquid or beverage outside of alcohol will help supply some hydration. So you can flavor up your water by doing the sparkling seltzers, sparkling waters, add some lemon, some berries, some oranges, cucumbers. Anything can kind of help do the trick. I just wouldn't add direct sugar to it because then we might have that counterproductive benefit of that sugar spike.
All right, let's talk now about gut health. How does having a healthier gut protect us from getting sick overall?
Yeah, what many people don't realize is that over 70% of our immune cells actually live in our gut. So by supporting a healthy gut or microbiome, we're actually supporting the majority of our immune cells. Our gut also acts as a physical barrier to keep pathogens or bad bacteria out. So when we do healthy gut habits, such as eating probiotic foods, prebiotic foods, and managing our stress, we're able to kind of protect some of those immune responses as well.
All right, well, Kara, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for more healthy living tips, you can find her on Instagram. The information is right there on your screen.